Hi my loves, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Welcome if you guys are new. I feel like it was just yesterday I did this video for my October TBR, but today we're gonna be choosing our second last TBR of the year. As I'm sure you know by the title, we're gonna be letting TBR prompt wheel choose our reads for November. So we've got our TBR prompt wheel here. I have filled it out with as many prompts as I can think of. I've been trying to do some different prompts to get like some different books going. We're actually lacking on our TBR a little bit this month, but like I'm sure we'll have enough. Gonna pick 5 to 6 prompts. They're gonna help us choose our reads for the month of November, if I do say so myself. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about my reads from October because I did so well on my TBR and I am so proud of myself. But yeah, you guys know the drill. And guess what? I'm gonna remember to screen record it this time because last month I totally forgot until like the last 2 prompts. So let's pick our first prompt for the month. I'm hoping, like, I've got some books that I'm kind of hoping to put on the TBR this month, so let's just hope that these prompts match it. Okay, a unique magic system. I have a few for this. Probably one of the better prompts I could have got. We have some matches. That just gave me a really good idea for a TBR that we could do, like swiping right or left on TBR books. That would be so fun. Okay, the first book we have is For No Immortal Creature by Kesh Chow. This is described to me as Wuthering Heights meets Inception. Wuthering Heights is like my favorite classic, and Inception is one of my favorite movies of all time. So this sounds super interesting to me. I'm not entirely sure what the magic system is, but I know it's a super new release. It says on the back, in the death realm, even ghosts have ghosts. When Gia finds herself alive again after being killed by an enemy sword, she realizes she possesses a rare power, the ability to move between life and death. With her new gift comes the discovery of a mysterious spirit realm, teeming with ghosts like herself. To survive, Gia must rely on both Lin, the boy who she loved before his betrayal tore them apart, and the prince Essien. Gia is willing to risk her soul if it means rescuing her beloved grandma who died under suspicious circumstances, but in the process she might just lose her heart. So this sounds incredibly good. I feel like this matches the prompt of unique magic system really, really well. I'm very like tempted to just go with this one straight off the bat. The other one, I feel so sorry for this book. It's Of Flame and Fury. This has been on my TBR, I think twice, and it's in my like, oh, I could choose this book every single time I do a TBR video. It's not even funny. But this is about Phoenix racing, so that's really fun as well. I do think this is a more unique magic system than this one, but the actual magic system of this doesn't sound too crazy. It's based in a realm with political scheming and Phoenix magic, but I have read about Phoenixes quite a bit. I haven't really read any book like this, so I feel like we want to go with For No Immortal Creature. It just sounds really good. It sounds really interesting. And I mean, I want to read something like Inception meets Wuthering Heights. Are you serious? This sounds really fun. All sorts of YA, so hopefully it won't be that confusing. That's the first book on our TBR. Okay, second prompt. The second prompt will be, oh, I didn't think I'd be getting this one. A classic book. I actually do have a few classics on my TBR because Dimmick sent me their limited edition classics. So I do have a few that I've been wanting to read. Actually, hilariously, I've been wanting to reread Wuthering Heights because I read that when I was like, I think 15 or something, so it's been a while. And that's really funny that book is like Wuthering Heights. So let me go grab my classics to see what options we have. Okay, we have 3 options. Like, look how stunning these are. These are so pretty. So obviously we have Wuthering Heights. Look at this edition. Is that not like, that makes you want to read a classic? Wuthering Heights is a beautiful, beautiful but tragic love story. I know the movie is coming out. Almost fell. I think the movie's coming out, I want to say soonish because I know like they've casted and everything, have started filming. I'm not exactly sure when, but yeah. By Emily Bronte. I mean, I have been wanting to reread this one for a long time. There are some classics I haven't read though. Actually, there's one classic here that I haven't read, and that is The Picture of Dorian Gray. I actually don't know very much about this one, but it is a shorter one. The little quote on the back says, "I am jealous of everything whose beauty does not die." This is a really, really highly received book. Like, obviously it's a classic for a reason. And I just for some reason have never actually read it. I know this does have some quite sensitive topics in it as well. So yeah, that's another thing. Again, a beautiful cover. And then the other one I haven't read in ages is Frankenstein. I actually read like the a graphic novel for Frankenstein. Not a graphic novel, but like it had illustrations throughout it when I was younger as well. And I actually really like Frankenstein. So I don't know, 2 of these will be a reread. Maybe I should go with Frankenstein because it's like spooky season. Actually, no, what am I talking about? It's literally spooky season now. That would work now, not really in November. Let's go with Wuthering Heights then. I'm excited, hopefully I get to it. Let's pick our third prompt. I don't know. I need to read more classics, I think. Well, I've actually read a lot of classics, but I feel like I didn't appreciate them when I read them. Continuing a series I'm currently reading, guys. I have a few options, but I do feel like I have the perfect option and you will be so happy with it. Let me grab the options though, we'll be fair. Okay, I actually have a lot of options for this one. Some are definitely favoring above others though. Actually, no, all of these are really, really like reads I'd love to get to. The second book, To Kiss of Deception. This is the Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. This comes before Dance of Thieves, but I did not know that. And I read the Remnant Chronicles and oh my God, I was obsessed. This was absolutely beautiful, stunning. I loved this world. In the first Remnant Chronicles, we are following Princess Leia, who abandons her post as princess because she doesn't want to get set up in a marriage and she doesn't think she's right for the kind of job that she's getting put into, the responsibility she's getting put into. So she runs away to a distant village, but at that village, she unknowingly meets the prince she was meant to marry and an assassin that is sent to kill her. So she's got like this kind of love triangle situation going on, which I don't usually like. I don't usually like love triangles, but I feel this could change my mind. I don't know. I really, really enjoyed this one. So I could do the second book in that series. I don't have the second book physically yet, obviously. I just got sent Eternal Ruin. This is the second book to Immortal Dark by Tigist Germa. I actually really liked Immortal Dark. It was very different. It was very moody, very dark academia, vampire-y vibes. Really good for this time of the year, actually. And the second book is coming out very soon, and Hachette really kindly sent me an early edition, which is probably, it has got to be one of the prettiest arcs I own. Actually, I was gonna say, let me know if you guys want like an arc collection video, because I would love to do like a video showing you all of my arcs, because I do get sent quite a few to like read before you guys to get my opinions out to you. And I like, they are my most prized possessions. I love them more than anything. I'm so grateful to have them. So yeah, if you wanted to see a video with a collection of them, let me know. I'd be more than happy to film that. But yes, this is the second book to Immortal Dark, which is quite exciting. Obviously, we have the fourth book. Again, I don't have it physically because I can't find it physically anywhere. It's really annoying me. The fourth book in the Ember in the Ashes series, the Ember Quartet. That is the final book to this quartet. I'm so nervous and I just can't find it physically anywhere, and I've been wanting to read it physically, but obviously that is an option. But one that I do have physically been itching to read is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. This is a mighty long book, and if we pick this one, we will only be picking 5 books for my TBR, because this is like 1,000, almost 1,200 pages. It is a very, very long book. But this is the second book to Way of Kings. I read Way of Kings about 2 months ago, I think now. I've been dying, but so scared to go on to Words of Radiance. But this is also, fun fact, one of the highest rated books on Goodreads. That is crazy. I'm gonna put the rating on the screen because I can't quite remember, but it's something like a 4 point, I wanna say like a 4.7 or 4.6 or something. It's ridiculously high. And every single person I know who has read this has given it a 5 stars. People say it's the best book in the entire series. I'm really intrigued by it. I really liked Way of Kings. If you didn't know, this is the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. It is an adult fantasy, high fantasy, very much high fantasy series, a very political fantasy. We are following 3 main characters, I would say, but we have kind of interludes of different characters. It's really confusing, but in the best way possible. And we are set in wartime, I guess you would say. It's basically following like characters through war. The Stormlight Archive is also part of Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, which is his universe he writes a lot of his series in. So I always recommend starting out with the Mistborn series before you go into his kind of bigger universe, because it like is a really great entry point. That was like one of my favorite series of all time, so I'm really excited to read this. So I fear I can't pass this up. Like, I want to read every single one of these books so bad as well, but I really want to read this. We can try put these on the TBR for other prompts as well. I think we have to put this on the TBR. That means we'll only choose probably 2 other prompts, but that's okay, right? That's totally okay. We'll make them good prompts, I promise. Actually, we don't know. It's gonna be the wheel telling us. Let's choose our 4th prompt of the video. I say I want to do less because like, those are like some big books and I want to be realistic. A book I forgot was on my TBR. I thought of this prompt this morning and I was like, honestly, that applies to a lot. So let me grab some. I do think we have quite a few like books for this one. As I said, quite a few options. I actually was reminded of this one the other day when we were filming a podcast. And this is Sirens by Amelia Hart. I completely forgot this was on my TBR. It's so bad of me that I forget that books are on my TBR. But this one's nice and short and I feel like it sounds really interesting. So it says on the back, sisters separated by centuries, voices that won't be drowned out. Lucy is running away from what she's done and what someone did to her. There's only one person who might understand her, her sister Jess. But when Lucy arrives at her sister's desolate clifftop house on the south coast of New South Wales, Jess is gone. Lucy is now alone in a strange town steeped in rumour. Stories of men disappearing without a trace, a foundling discovered in a sea-swept cave, and women's voices murmuring on the waves. As Lucy searches for her sister, those voices get even louder. They tell of 2 sisters 2 centuries ago, bound and transported into the new colony. A world where men always get their way, a world that is at once distant and achingly familiar. Are these voices luring Lucy closer to her sister, or will the secrets of the past pull them both under? I think this is set in Australia, which is really cool. I love a siren. Like, I love sirens in my books so much. I think they are so much fun. And I haven't read a siren-y kind of book in a long time, so this could be a really fun option. It's also getting warmer here in Australia, which is very nice for me. So I feel like this gives kind of summery vibes. I don't really seasonally read, but now and then when a book hits and it's like the right vibes for the right season, it's a wonderful feeling. The other book I genuinely forgot I hadn't read and was still in my TBR is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I read The Guest List by Lucy Foley, I want to say like 5 years ago. I remember really liking it. And so I bought The Paris Apartment after that, and I just never got to it. I have seen very mixed reviews on this. This is a thriller, if you don't know. And so I think because of the mixed reviews, I kind of just kept pushing it back and never actually got to it. It says, in a beautiful old apartment block deep in the back streets of Paris, secrets are stirring behind every resident's door. The lonely wife, the party animal, the curtain twitcher, the secret lover, the watchful caretaker, and the unwanted guest. There was a murder here last night. Who holds the key to the mystery of apartment 3? I do think this could be really fun. Yeah, I've seen really mixed reviews, which has really just like turned me off it, to be honest. The other one is The Cursed Melodies. This is a little YA fantasy book, very little as well, which would be very nice. I believe we are set in academy setting. Astrid and Jonas have only ever had each other. As twins, they share a bond, but they also share something doctors called twisted and demonic. Flowers whisper instructions, trees sing of their histories. The siblings are kept away from nature by their caretaker, but still it calls to them. All Gwen has ever wanted is to study at Fountains Abbey Academy, where the next generation of Bloom Bloods, so that's a tongue twister, trained to keep the mundane and mystic worlds in harmony. This could be really fun. Like nature magic. They talk to nature and stuff. They can hear nature's voices. That's really cute. I'm really feeling this could be such a fun little cute read. That could be really fun. The only other one I had, I've put this on my TBR before, like last year, I think, and this was Christian White, Lucy Undying. It is a Dracula retelling, I believe, or we talk about Dracula. So it's about a vampire who escapes the thrall of Dracula and embarks on her own search for self-discovery, true love. I believe we also have like queer characters and a queer romance line, which I haven't read about in a long time and I really love. So that could be a really great option as well. The cover is low-key really terrifying. But yeah, I haven't had anyone talk about this either. I actually think I want to go with The Cursed Melodies. This just sounds like a really fun, cute YA academy setting type situation fantasy. And that is kind of honestly one of the perfect books I think for our TBR. Considering we've got some really like big intense reads, I think this could be a really fun little icebreaker, little brain break moment. Okay, that means we have one more book on the TBR. Oh wait, I forgot to, it's okay guys, I got you. I forgot to do it, but hopefully you can see what gets chosen. The highest rated book on my TBR. Let's go through some of the books we've talked about today and see what their rating is. Oh, another one I really want to know about is the third book in the Daverbound trilogy. It's like City of Brass, Kingdom of Copper, Empire of Gold. Okay, let's see what the rating for that one is. And we're just going to compare a bunch. Let's go into Goodreads because it's the highest like rated thing. Like it's the most used thing. So I feel like it's the most people would rate it. A 4.49. That is crazy high. Okay, that's definitely like a really good option. Let's go second book in the Remnant Chronicles. A 4.15. Okay, so not as high as the other one. Maybe we can go the fourth book in the Ember Quartet. A Sky Beyond the Storm. 4.28. Nothing's as high as the first. What else did we talk about? Let's go Flame and Fury. It's always really hard when they have like different covers on Goodreads. Oh, that's only a 3.77. I'll have a little look at my bookshelf, see if we've got anything else, but I think we've already found a winner. Mission to Failure, but we could do Crescent City 3. What's that called? Hang on. House of Flame and Shadow. 4.22. Okay, I think we may have found our winner from the very beginning. Okay, it's decided. We are gonna go with the third book in the Daverbound trilogy. Guys, I read the second one this month actually, and no, last month. And oh my God, it was an instant 5-star read. That was one of the best second books I have read in a trilogy in the longest time. Like I was absolutely obsessed with it. So I am so excited to go on to this next one. I don't know if I'll get it on Kindle or if I'll go buy it, but you know, if we do, that's an excuse to go book shopping. So that's fun. I'm pretty happy with that TBR. I think that's a really good TBR. TBR. So let's run through it and see what we're going to be reading in the month of November. First of all, we have For No Immortal Creature by Kesh Chow. I am super excited to read this one. I feel like this is just one I haven't heard of, and I love diving into fantasy books I haven't heard of. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I am like happy to be kind of switching out my genres a little bit more. I do want to get back into classics. I feel like I'll have a whole new appreciation for them now compared to when I read them when I was younger. So I'm hoping I get to this one. Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, the second book in the Stormlight Archive. Guys, send me luck. I feel like I will be dedicating an entire reading vlog to this book. The Cursed Melodies by Connie Glynn. After Words of Radiance, I think I'll be needing little cute fantasy books. And then The Empire of Gold, the third book in the David Bound trilogy. Dave Bound, something like that. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. But yeah, I feel like we have a really promising TBR. I am so excited. I'm so excited to talk to you about the books I read recently as well. I feel like you'll be very happy. Thank you for watching today's video. If you watched to the end, thank you so much. It truly means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me and supporting this channel. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video.